Video tonight. Normally at Brit we gather together at the synagogue on Rosh Chodesh, but because today is Shabbat and we're entering into Shabbat, I wanted to encourage everybody to have Shabbat dinner at home and celebrate Rosh Chodesh at their house. Now, for those that are unaware what Rosh Chodesh is, it's very simply the new moon celebration. The Bible teaches us that we are to celebrate every new moon, and we do so by gathering together, which we're doing virtually tonight, and sounding the Shofar together. Now, this month is the month of Nisan that we're beginning. We're leaving Adar 2 and we're beginning the month of Nisan. The month of Nisan, today is sunsets, we begin the month of Nisan, and that's the very first month of the biblical calendar. So we're entering into the season of Passover. In 14 days, we'll celebrate Passover. We'll have our seders at our houses, and we'll gather together. We'll retell the story of the Exodus and all that goes on with that. But we'll also, as Messianics, remember that it was on Passover that Yeshua was crucified and died and became our atonement for our sin. So as you celebrate this month, keep your heart and your mind tuned to that. Remember to clear your house out of any yeast, and more important than even cleaning your house out of all the yeast is to clean your heart out of all the yeast. Rav Shaul, the Apostle Paul, used yeast as a symbol of sin. Now, yeast is not sin. It is a symbol used to show how, just like a little bit of yeast in a loaf of bread affects the whole thing, a little bit of yeast in us affects our whole life. So while you're searching your homes for leaven to get the yeast out of your home, also make sure you're searching your heart for leaven to make sure you've repented of all of your sins. Again, the 14th of this month is Passover. I hope that you'll gather together with your family and celebrate that. It's very simple to do. There's a video on our Facebook page that gives a DIY. I would say DIY, but it's DIY Passover, so watch it. It's really simple to do. Don't get overwhelmed by it, but do celebrate and remember the deliverance of Israel from Egypt and our deliverance from sin through the working of Yeshua the Messiah. So now I'm going to blow the shofar, and I hope that if you have one where you are, you'll blow along with me. And happy Rosh Chodesh, happy new month as we celebrate the beginning of the month of Nisan, also known as Aviv, and it is the first month of the biblical